Hi everybody.
Hi. What's it say at the top?
Connection available. It was
Okay.
the low internet.
Okay. See if we're on here. Why are we not on here? Oh, no, we are.
Should be. Yep,
Here we are.
We got it.
Hi, everybody. It says one person, but I think that's me. Does it say? Yep, that says it me. Say something that, so we know that you're here. It says for me to say something so you know. Hi, everybody. It took us a minute longer today because we changed our table.
Yes.
So we're going to see if this works a little bit better to be standing. And now we all,
And now we don't
a
have
line of
squeaky
words.
chairs. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to try it a little bit differently.
So we'll wait just a second to see if anybody gets on. It's not just me. Because right now it's me.
That's okay.
So I'll show you. I have a couple of things that I'll show you first. And that way if anybody hops on, they can see it. And if anybody's, that way it'll, wait. So this is the card I did last week. And I told you that on my Facebook Live. I can't even remember what day we did what last week. But on Facebook Live that I was going to change the colors. So I did. And I made it, this is with coral. And because we did a St. Patrick's Day theme. And then I did that
Super
one just
cute.
to be a birthday theme. So that was that one. And then this one is the video that I'm going to record when I get home tonight. This is with the new frogs and their dyes, which is our theme today, coordination, but I'm not doing that one.
Card that I did with that stamp set.
You want to doing it for them?
Oh.
I don't think anybody's on yet, but when on the replay they can see it. So that's a little doing. It's got stuff on the inside too. You can open it. I don't remember what's on the inside. Oh yes. I thought maybe it was one that didn't have anything on the inside because, you know, we end up with several.
Last week after we did the St. Patrick's Day, I was kind of inspired. So I did this with the Peaceful Reflection stamp set, which Sherry's like, you've used what? And it is a very vague sort of stamp set, so it was pretty fun to play around with it. I just made little shamrocks out of the lilies, the lily pads, so that was kind of fun.
So,
All right.
I guess I will start. I'm going to show you my coordination thing is with the Lasting Lily, and it's not my friend. It is now a little bit more, but you know, there's a lot of tricks trying to get this one to work. So partly because it's a sympathy set. So, you know, you start out and it's already kind of depressing when you read the words because sympathy cards are nobody's favorite to make. And I like to have them pre-made because it's easier to have them made because when you need one, it's not fun to make them. So, you know, I was reading the words. I mean, it says I adore you, but that's kind of little. And the rest of them were, I guess, for the moments you can't put into words, could be okay. It was just kind of weird. So I read the words and I'm like, well, I'm not going to use any of these words. And I think there were words in the, more than words that could maybe go with it. But again, I couldn't figure them out.
I think it would be a pretty wedding. The
Yeah.
calla lily is popular
So
for
my
weddings.
wedding invitation, mine and my husband's, it was calla lily. And it was, one of our groomsmen happened to post it, weird, last week, I think, on Facebook. And a couple of the demonstrators in my downline were bridesmaids. So leave it to one of the groomsmen to post it. I don't know why he even had it.
That's funny.
So I thought about doing that theme, and they were just embossed white, vanilla.
They were kind of pearlized, weren't they?
Yeah, pearlized embossed vanilla.
Yeah.
So I thought about trying that, but then because it's a distinctive, that wasn't really going to work. So, and it was late last night, and I had to come up with something for today. So
We don't ever leave things till the last minute or anything.
So here's what I did. The first tip I want to show you is I know a lot of people will say that they that their stamps, when they get these, don't match their dies. And I see a lot on the planning place where people will say, act like they got either defective stamps or dies. So here's what happens is you get your stamp and you put it on here like this. and then you stamp it. And I went with Pear Pizzazz.
Pizzazz. I like that. Pizzazz.
Because that's the ribbon that I ended up using. So you get your stamp and you stamp it. And the leaves in the set are distinctive and they stamp really well. So you stamp it like this, and then you go to lay your die on it, which these are part of the coordination. And then you think, see, my thing is broken. I got a defective something. So then they put it on the planning place, and they're like, everybody tells them to call demonstrator support and they'll take care of it. But it's not the die and it's not your stamp. Here's what you need to do. I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Oh,
it's okay. I'll just use some scrap paper. So when you get these, and it works for any of the photopolymer because they're dwingy. So when you get them, I'm gonna put this on our close-up camera. Here, just lay it there. What you want to do is you lay your block down, and then you take your die, and you want to use it as your guide. Because when you lay this down, there's a tendency to move it, so it's not the right shape. You guys up here can't see it at all. I'll have Susan hold it up when I'm done. But then later when we do the close-up, you'll be able to see it. So when you lay it, like, you don't lay it the way the stamp's designed to go. So what you want to do is carefully lay it on there. Just kind of let it fall so it falls the way it's supposed to be. And then you take this and you lay this, your framelit, right on it and make sure that it's laid so it's the way that you can hold it up for
the way the die is supposed
so it's
to
gonna
cut,
fit inside
so it
of
will
it.
cut exactly. It's kind of like a reverse,
like
where
reverse
you
puzzle.
do a punch,
Yeah.
where you
Yeah.
use the punch and then you stamp to get your.
So I've got that one on here now. And you can see when you stamp with it this time, it's not going to look like this. If you don't have the dies, it doesn't matter if they're a little cattywampus. But this is actually what it's supposed to look like when you stamp it. And you can see the one is one way. So it's just by not holding, like not letting it drop naturally, it totally changes the way that it's supposed to. So we'll get the others. I'm going to do part of my card, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys the finish after they do theirs, because I'm going to have to cut mine out. So I'll cut while they're doing it. So I need 3 leaves.
Okay, I'm going to need that, Susan. Just a second.
I don't think I'm all the way in the frame. Nobody's on, which is weird. Hope it's not. Go see if you can get it on your phone. So I've got 3 leaves. And then I need 1 of each of the stems. It comes with 2 different stems. We're making this at my camp this week. So I always like when I do these cards that are a little bit, it's not intricate, it's not the right word, just a little different. I like when I do the videos before because they often watch them, and so they kind of have a feel for what they need to do before they come. But for camp, I will have them already lined up. But here you go again. I'm gonna take this, and I've got my stem. So as long as you lay it down pretty much the way it falls, then it usually falls pretty much the way it's supposed to be. It's when you kind of mess with it, but you can even see with this one it needs to move just a fraction.
Doesn't appear to be in our.
There you go. It's weird that Chris is not on it either. So look at this one. I'm gonna cut these apart, especially because I have that bad one in here and I need the paper.
It's not. It should be at the top of the page, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not doing anything.
I wonder if the internet connection went down. It did have a message across
Yeah,
the top at
maybe
the
it did.
beginning.
Do you want me to stop it and start it again?
Yeah. We're going to stop and start